Well, I said I wasn't going to do a members only video, but I'm having to wait for the other one to render. So I've got some spare time. Let's have a look at today's research. So let's look into greater detail than you'll get in the YouTube video. Lask Linz and Reed. 2 consecutive wins now for Lask Linz, and they're priced again to do the same. Good start to the season. How about our Mike Reed? All right, Pat. Shut it. 5.44 outsiders, old Mike. So, old Frank Butcher, unlikely to get anything from Lask Linz today. Looks like a good one to shortlist, doesn't it? Good form, albeit a very small sample. Wolves and Blackburn, it is quite simply must-win territory for Wolves today. Newly relegated. One of those matches where you're going to be deciding whether Wolves are one of those newly relegated sides who will dominate the Championship, or will start doing a Leicester City and end up back in the National League North, or some other obscure league. That's the question we have to ask ourselves. Can Wolves dominate the Championship? We will soon find out. Yeah, they've got some really decent retained talent, haven't they? João Gomez, Andre, and I think Raul Jimenez returning. I'm not sure. Yes, Raul Jimenez returning as well. Kieran Trippier as well. These are established Premier League players. So those two, excellent signings. João Gomez retained as well. So it could be a good season. I think Kieran Trippier, the big signing, really impressed with that bit of business. He's got a lot to offer. Remember, his last 2 clubs, Newcastle and Atletico Madrid. So it's a watching brief, necessarily. VPS and TPS, we've got an odds-on home favourite. Gone for a VPS win. So let's just make sure we got the right team. VPS are the home side. TPS. 2.1 points per game. 4-match home unbeaten run. So we've got a nice momentum run coming into this. TPS failed to prove itself on the road against upper half teams. So, yeah, that looks about right. Rosenborg and Viking. Fascinating what the research will come up with. I would say both teams to score. The only reason that's the wrong way round is because of the app. So don't worry. I hope. Not worry. Yeah, it's going to have to be redone because Viking are not the home side. So let me do that in front of you now. Right, Stats View. This is the app you'll be using. Rosenborg. It's about 2.55 each, so it doesn't matter. But we've got to make sure. I don't know what's going on here. We've got to make sure that we feed it the right information. So just to double check, Rosenborg are at home, Viking are away. Rosenborg at home, Viking away. Press the button. Head on over to soccerstats.com. Go to Norway. Now the first thing I teach AI is you must acknowledge the league positions. Okay, that's why we do that. Now, click on this. Extend this. There are 2 options you can insert here. Oh, it's going to slow all of a sudden. There's this option, or there's the view stats and matches for both teams option. Why don't I choose this secondary option, which is more comprehensive? See what difference that makes to the research. And then we just run the match analysis, and hopefully There won't be those little gremlins that have appeared in the last couple of days I've had to fix, as you can read on the left-hand side. So come back to this. Sporting Lisbon and Guimarães, well, we already know. Must win. Opening draw. Got to win, Sporting. A bit like Poulsen. You can see their unbeaten start, their winless start to the season. Poulsen has pretty much taken them out of the title. Now, given this was so tight last season, for example, Benfica unbeaten last season, didn't win the title. Can't be dropping points, particularly at these kind of odds. Kilmarnock and Ayr in the League Cup. Well, I've just done some research for you, up to if you want to have a read of this. We've already got a strong bias, 1.49 home favourite. It's a derby-style match, so just be a little wary with that. I hope you find this interesting research. I've been impressed with it, to be honest. The up-to-date information and the value of what's actually given us. So it's a League Cup match. It's a local derby. In-play stats, please. Elfsborg and Västerås. We've got an odds-on home favourite. Well, not odds-on, but just a shade of odds against. Elfsborg undefeated in 7 of the last 8 home matches at the Borat Arena. Yekshemesh. Sexy time at the Borat Arena for Elfsborg. Västerås has failed to win 8 of the last 9 away matches. So surely you don't have to be Wayne Rooney, football genius, to suggest this will be an Elf home win. Indeed. Gone for the Elf win. 68% confidence. Not up there with what you've seen in other matches. 88%, 92%. So just be a little wary with that. It looks about right though, doesn't it? Braga and Orebro. 2.02 the favourite. Again, marginally strong home favourite. Let's have a look. Currently enjoying a 4-match unbeaten streak at the home arena. Orebro on a 3-match losing streak. So ultra recent form, you should be seeing that uptick identified for Braga there. Ultra recent form is a very important element because it brings momentum into the match, and that's not a surprise either. So it's very much a non-neutral day today for the AI analysis. Normally, it's very strongly favouring both teams to score in over 2.5 goals. 2.2 the favourite. Just be very wary with this one. Could be absolutely wide open. Landskrona unbeaten in 4 at home. Oddervolt, 3-match winless streak on the road. But do remember the pre-match odds. Gone for Landskrona or the draw, which in Betfair terms is effectively laying Oddervolt. So that's something for you to think about if Oddervolt take the lead today. 60% under 2.5 goals on the road as well. Suggests a real defensive bent there. Galatasaray and Corum. Galatasaray will be title contenders along with Fenerbahce, Besiktas. Probably got some team news, but 1.2 pretty much picks itself. You've already got your angles. Potential of a goal before half-time. Home fortress, by the way, 2.5 points per game. So they're highly likely to be winning their matches at home, Galatasaray. And before we depart, we've got the research the right way round. Rosenborg at home, Viking away. So let me just insert that, and you'll have your research for today. It's missing the Irish, of course. They're involved in the cup today. So let's see if I can find the Rosenborg match. So now let's have a look correctly the right way round. Uptick for Rosenborg. Research looks a little sparse, doesn't it? 78% Rosenborg win or the draw. So interesting. Viking are nearly top of the table. So I wouldn't be as cavalier as this. I think this could be a good neutral play. I think both teams could score. And Viking have been in exceptional form of late. Exceptional enough, I think, to offer it up against Rosenborg. So I would personally oppose this here today. It's all a matter of opinion, isn't it? So have a great day. it's my day off today. I will see you again tomorrow, and we'll be on the cusp of welcoming back the Bundesliga, Serie A, La Liga, Premier League, French League, Eredivisie, Greek Super League, Portuguese Primera, Austrian Bundesliga, Swiss Super League. Oh, fantastic stuff. All very tradable, all recognisable teams. You're going to be getting used to more green screens like you saw yesterday. Have a great day, members. Probably not going to see me later on.